Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me for yet another CAD tutorial. Today I am actually going to be sharing with you how I kind of um, livened up some black CAD stock CAD bases that I did have lying around, and I wanted to figure out how can I make it look a lot more fun and more attractive. So I have done a lot of the initial work. So right now I'm just going to be putting it together to see how it does come out. And of course I will take you through the different steps that I did to get to where I am. So without further ado, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and of course click on the bell so you will not miss any future videos or any random in-between videos I may be posting. So to begin, again, I did have just, some black cat bases I had some time ago, and I decided, let me see what I can do with those. I had scraps as well. So in order for me to, just utilize some of my scraps, I went ahead and just went through my scrap pile and pulled pieces out and things like that. And I was able to just get pieces I needed, whether I had to trim them down or what have you. I was able to do that. So, so I began with just the card base. This is the, flip. Okay. Then I had some white pieces as well. Instead of just putting just the regular square, I decided to use my die cut here and then use my stamp, because I have this stamp basically is every day is an adventure, which I used. So I did a few of those. I think I have a total of 5 of those black cards. So I just went ahead and stuck this in here. So I have 3 that I'm going to show you. Then I went ahead and again, some scrap I had, I utilized the scrap and I had those backgrounds made. This is from a set. It doesn't actually have a name. I just forgot, but I ordered this from Amazon. And as you can see, it does have, like mountainous pieces, pine trees and, trains and things like that, which I used. And I used the scrap to basically print those, and then I hand cut those out. So I have a couple of those. Then I had white paper. As you can see, it's white, but I used a couple of dye distress ink, sorry, that I used to kind of give them a little color instead of having it plain white. And let's see, well, my Memento ink that I used to print out my sentiment on there. And then let's see, I have, of course, my stamp, which is the celebrate every day. That's the stamp. And I also have, let's see, yeah, I have those. These are like I got those from Hobby Lobbies, like a sheet of map paper that I have. So I'm going to incorporate that as well to see how it does, just tie everything in. And with those, I actually did stamp this out and then cut it out. And what I did was I stamped it on here as well. And I use this basically to mask the area, so that like this, so that I can use the distress ink in order to get the color on. And then I use the stamp to get the trees there on after. So yes, so this is how this came to be. Okay, and then I have a little red because I wanted to give it a little lift. So that's here. And pretty much that is it. So I'm going to go ahead and put the pieces together, and we can go ahead and start off with the first one. So let me just go ahead and I'm going to remove those pieces in here because I'm going to work on getting the pieces together. I kind of run out of enough continuous pieces of train, so I'm just going to put 2 on one of them. I'm just going to put 2 of the cabins, I guess, if you want to call it, together just to make a train. So let's go ahead and get the pieces stuck. So I was figuring I can either do this here and then put the piece on the top like this. But I'm thinking maybe it might, kind of mess things up, but I'll figure it out. All right. So again, this is all scrap because if you notice at the back of here, there is, this was a paper pattern thing on there. So that's what I used. So I'm just going to use my jumbo roller here and I'm going to add here the pieces on. And I'm going to just eyeball and kind of center it. Get it centered. Okay, so that's the first one. Put that aside. Again, that's Christmas paper. This was scrap, so I just utilized the other side and got it done up. Who says Christmas paper can only be used for Christmas? I don't know who told that lie, but definitely not me. So there we go. So now I have the 3 pieces. So now I believe what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put just this strip across here. I'm going to center this. So I'm going to put, I'm just going to go ahead and run a couple of pieces here. And I'm going to use the end of this glue here just so that the ends doesn't lift. Okay, I need a little more length on this one. So since I'm going to use this on the other card, I'm just going to stretch it out some more. Oops. If I don't get myself stuck to it. And now I'm going to go ahead and adhere it to this one. I'm going to cut. Use my bigger scissors. Okay, may have cut into that too deep, but I can always fix this. Okay, and then let's go ahead and have, let's see, yeah, this one will work. So now we have 3 of those. I'm going to go ahead now and adhere this over like this, okay? So again, I'm going to do this, my jumbo roller. This one is by Recollections. I love jumbo rollers because, you don't have to keep, changing and switching out because the little ones tend to just run out so quickly. It is not funny. So I'm just making sure this is good. Okay, so this is one. Okay, put that aside for a moment. Now that I have that done, I'm going to just put those aside for a moment. So now we have the 3 cards, and don't forget, it's just a little something. Is just to lift and improve the black so it doesn't come across as just being a dull black card. And there are other ways you can also get it looking lovely. All right, so now that we have that, let me go ahead and get my train stuck on. I am going to be using these diagonal, those hexagon, what the thing is, that's what I do. And I cannot remember the name, forgive me guys, I go to thingies very fast. I'm noted for that at work. Mountain squares, that's what it is. So I am going to just have it use the mountain squares to give it some sort of definition or some kind of elevation, however you want to call it. And then I'm going to adhere it to the front. Now you can choose to do each one separately, or if you just want to just do what you need to do, you can do that. You could do all three and then have them stuck. It's entirely up to you which one works best. So that's the first one. So here's our little train. Just put on. So far we have, you see the other step. So I'm just showing you step by step, okay? If you can see here so far, okay. Now, with the celebrate every day, I'm just going to put it towards the bottom, and I don't want it straight this time. I just want to kind of just slant that on there. Now, if you notice the edges, I just wanted it to be more like, you know, a rugged edge rather than, you know, the typical long edge. So, straight edge, that's what I mean. So I just kind of did use my scissors, which is this one, so that I can get the edges a little different. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to slant this here. Celebrate every day. And it's entirely up to you what you want to do and how you want to do it. There's no right way to do it. Just have fun making your cards and you will be just fine. So we have those, and let's go ahead and get the last piece on, which is just this little root thing here. So this is just a neat little something. Doesn't have to be, just thinking I can just maybe stick it up here to the top corner. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And there you have it. It's very simple, but it's beautiful. It's a black card, but then with some life and oomph to it. So celebrate every day, and every day is an adventure. So thank you so very much for watching. I do appreciate any feedback that you may have on this video. And I hope to see you next week, Sunday. Continue to do what you need to do to keep you and your family safe as well. And have a wonderful and blessed week. Bye-bye.